Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, my parents are here and we're going to see the baby calf. Just kidding, my parents are here. Blackberry had her baby, so we're going to see it.
Lift up the chain on the left. Up the post to give it some slack. So as we went down there and saw the baby, I drove around it and started looking. I don't know if Ransom captured it on video, but I noticed that something wasn't right with its front legs. They're kind of like bending over when it takes a step. And so I've seen people talk about that in goats, and I'm pretty sure they said it needed a selenium shot. So we're headed that way to get medicine for it now. And then we'll check back with you when we have the shot or after Gary and I figure out what we're gonna do.
So I know many of you have been patiently waiting for Blackberry to have her calf. We've been waiting on it, and it finally happened. And it did not happen on a great day. You didn't see me very much there in that video because I was not feeling good at all. I had been sick off and on all day, and I didn't feel good. So Ransom ended up not feeling good the next day, which was early this morning at 2 a.m. He actually felt so bad that we had to take him to the emergency room and get some stuff figured out there. So we'll catch up with Cassie a little bit later on about that. Thankfully, he is okay now, but it surprised us, it scared us as parents. We had never seen this before. So we'll catch up about that in just a little bit. You guys probably remember one of our last videos, Ranger had gotten sick, and then Mazzy. So all this had just went through the whole family more or less, but it kind of treated each one of us differently. And if you saw Blackberry's calf, it had its feet kind of bent back like this, right there above the hoof. We knew it was one of a couple things, possibly lax leg or contracted tendons, or a selenium deficiency. So we got some fresh selenium to give that shot, and I'll show you exactly what we did with the calf. I was able to catch it and massage its legs. We'll show you that in a minute. So I'm still not feeling 100%, and neither is Ransom, but we'll catch up with you in a little bit with Cassie and tell you about the emergency room visit. But there is one thing that Cassie is not very happy with about that truck. I want to show you that right now. Then we'll head out and show you what we did with Blackberry's calf. So you guys know we just got a new to us Ford Super Duty, and there's one thing that Cassie's not very happy about, and that's that there are not any steps yet. I'll have them soon though, but I've been trying to keep her happy, and I've been doing that by keeping one of her favorite snacks right here in the truck, and that is Prime Plus Wagyu. So that's right, it used to be Wagbar, and you guys remember they have rebranded, renamed to Prime Plus Wagyu. They have a lot of different options. This is an all Wagyu beef, including pepper. They have an original flavor, a hot and spicy, which is Ransom's favorite, and of course, I don't know if there's any of Cassie's favorite. Oh, there's one, teriyaki, Cassie's all-time favorite. They also have the Prime Plus Wagyu beef bites. These are the same quality, same taste as before, just with new packaging. Prime Plus has also started a cowboy revolution. You can receive your favorite Prime Plus Wagyu products straight to your door, and you'll get 30% off on your first order and 20% off on any order after that. There's no frills, no fuss. You can cancel it at any time with no problem. So check out my link down in the description. It might just keep your wife on your good side if you don't have steps for your truck, and you can use code WALKER15 to get 15% off. So I have not been feeling good at all, but this calf could maybe benefit from a shot of selenium, so we're gonna go try to do that. Cassie will help out. The boys come to, you gonna help out or you gonna watch?
I'm gonna watch. Help out.
You gonna help out? Ransom's gonna video for Dad? All right. Okay, go on.
Ranger up and down, okay?
Shelby. Shelby. Shelby, come here. Shelby. Shelby, come here.
I'm gonna hit you.
Let her take Shelby.
It's not one more than the other, isn't it?
I'm massaging them. I think it'll be this line. It's getting up. So you saw us catching that calf. Cassie was my cow getter backer.
I was.
You did a good job, thank you. Was that hard? Was Blackberry calm or tame, or was she a devil cow?
She more didn't like Shelby over there, I don't think, than anything. And then when the calf kind of, I don't know if we got it all on video, but then she was like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, I didn't really expect that out of Shelby. I've never worked a calf with her before. She wasn't trying to hurt the calf. She was trying to help me.
That 1/4 Aussie came out in her for a second.
Yeah, so maybe next time if I have in that same situation, we'll probably put Shelby up, because any extra distraction with a cow is just more chances that cow's going to come after you and get you.
Yeah, Shelby just thought she was helping like Joe thinks he is sometimes, but they don't know what to really do.
Yeah, so we thought that was going to be the biggest part of the video, but unfortunately that was yesterday, that was Sunday. We all stayed home from church. Ranger was recovering. He's completely recovered now.
Yeah.
Mazzy was recovering. She had got sick. I was sick yesterday, and I'm still probably 60 or 70% today, not 100. And Ransom woke up with a tiny bit of a fever yesterday morning.
Yeah.
But this morning at 2 a.m., he came in our room, and what did he sound like?
At 12:30 he came in and was just like, like, I don't know. When he would cough, but then his breathing was like,
he was gasping for breath.
And he couldn't talk. So he also woke Little Bear up in the process, so I got him back to sleep. Gary got Ransom some water, was trying to figure out what was going on. And then I told Gary, like, you know, he had a really high fever at that point, really high. And I was like, Tylenol can bring the fever down. We can get medicine for the coughing, because I mean, our kids have had bad coughs before, but it was the unable to talk and the really weird gasping for air that I'm like, something ain't right. I gotta take him to the emergency room.
We had never heard it before. Anything he could get out was super high pitched, and he couldn't even really talk.
Yeah, so the air had a high pitched noise breathing, but then he couldn't talk. So we drove to St. Francis Children's in Tulsa. And he never could talk in the car. He kept trying, but just nothing was coming out. And but he was breathing fine, so it wasn't like we needed to call an ambulance or anything. He was breathing okay, and I'd ask him questions and he'd answer me. He just couldn't. One, I think he was super scared, and two, once we got there, they got us in very quickly and told us that it was called stridor.
Stridor,
I think was the word for that noise when he was breathing, and his larynx was swelling up. His airway was closing, but they said it happens. So they said he has the croup. And everyone reacts to it differently. So for him, that's how he reacted, and they were listening right here to hear it. So before the treatment, you could just hear it. Then they had to use their little thing to listen. But they said that the only way to fix that was they gave him like an epi breathing treatment. It wasn't like our kids have had breathing treatments with albuterol for your lungs.
We have the machine that does the breathing treatments.
The nebulizer. But they said that theirs is a special medicine with epi, whatever that epi stuff is, like to do an EpiPen when someone has a allergic reaction. That's what he was breathing. In less than 5 minutes, he could talk. He felt much better. He quit making that noise. And they said they're the only hospital around here that has that certain medicine, which I think is kind of crazy. But apparently, I don't think they can just like quit breathing altogether. It's like not going to just close. Or you would think every hospital would have it. Yeah. And also, like I said, he was able to breathe. They just said he was so swollen. And they said he'd be hoarse for a while, probably have a little bit of a sore throat. And then they monitored him for 2 hours, make sure it didn't come back, or we would have had to stay the rest of the day. And he's doing okay now.
Yeah, so
he's sleeping on the couch, or we'd bring him out.
And we did already have our other kids that were worse previously to the doctor.
Yeah.
And there was no test, there was no flu. No, none of the viruses.
No strep throat.
No strep throat. It was something viral,
yeah,
but nothing identifiable. So something just going around.
Yeah, and they say everybody reacts differently. We can have the exact same thing and we'll react differently. So that's how his body reacted to it. So I'm just grateful for modern medicine and them knowing what to do. And he needs to be home for a couple of days and he should be fully recovered.
Yes. So
cough might last a couple of weeks, but
yeah, we'll keep him home today and tomorrow, and then kind of check it from there. But we're so thankful that it was a more or less quick fix.
Yeah, they got us in. The lobby was full of people, but they got us in super fast because of how he was breathing and stuff, and it was painless, even though it was scary.
So if you guys know Ransom, you know he likes to talk.
Yes.
And he was back to talking his normal self this morning after he got home. And so we'll check in with him a little later.
As soon as we left the office, the hospital, he said, "Mama, do goats," which he was very raspy, but do goats sleep standing up? So I said, no, they kind of go down. He was like, what about cows? I said, well, the cows are the ones that stand up sleeping. He was like, okay. And so he just asked all these random questions, and then he goes, I'm going to let my voice rest.
Yeah, that's probably best. So before we end the video here in a little bit, we've got to do the chores, and we're going to check in on Blackberry's calf, and we'll check in with Ransom and hear from him how he's feeling. And hopefully, within a couple days, all of us will be back to 100%.
Yeah.
So I just picked up Ranger and Little Bear from school. They're inside enjoying dinner right now, and I'm going to get to work on the chores. Got all the feed right here. Unfortunately, I called HR about sick days, and they said I'm all out. And that's because there is no HR, and there are no sick days. Whether you do YouTube or you're at home on the farm, you work on the farm full time, you pretty much have to do what needs to be done no matter what. Chores must go on, the animals must be fed, and like I said, we're going to check on Blackberry's calf. So I got all the back chores done, but I wanted to share real quick. The chickens that are still in the pen, in the grow out pen, I took all the roosters off, and these will be going out front very soon. But they're only 5 months old, Cassie said, and they already started to lay. So I want to show you some of the color eggs that these 10 girls behind us are laying. So look at that olive one. I don't know if we can get this to focus right here. So that one is a real pretty olive color. Then it kind of has some speckled browns. That one got busted. We'll give it to Shelby. We'll probably give all of these away because we didn't know exactly what day they were pulled out. But they are just beautiful variety of eggs, and we can't wait to get them all in the coop together and start getting the big variety out. So Xena was able to benefit a few of those eggs on her food. Sometimes people wonder why we don't show giving Xena eggs. We probably do at least 3 or 4 times a week. We just don't show it because if we showed everything, our videos would be 2 hours long. So if you want to know how Little Bear gets around on the farm, it's in style.
Look, Nana got him some Crocs. He's a real farmer and YouTuber.
Oh, wow.
That's what Ransom said.
That's what Ransom said?
And there's no telling what I look like. It's been a long couple of days. Oh, look, Bucky the Beaver's here. Hang on.
Well, somebody's feeling better for sure. So, we do not have any beaver pellets out here, Bucky.
Oh, man.
You're going to have to go to Texas for that kind of stuff. This is Oklahoma.
I think we got some in the pantry.
So, Drake walked around with this on his head this morning.
Yeah, Drake had that bucket right on there, wearing it like a hat.
No, not a hat, like a muzzle.
Like a muzzle over his face. Hey, maybe that's what we need to do when we go to load him in the trailer. He won't be able to see you, so he can't ram you. Drake, you know you really love us, don't you? You know you really do.
Kapow, he breaks his nose.
So Cassidy wants to get in here and check for turkey eggs.
Eddie Family Farm cannot outdo us. Eddie Family Farm cannot outdo us. They are finding turkey eggs, so I'm going to find turkey eggs too.
So if Eddie Family's finding turkey eggs, then Walker Farm Fam's going to find some, Cassie says. We can't be outdone by an OSU fan any day of the week.
Even though I'm wearing orange.
I know. Yeah, if the weather turns cold, can we use that to start a fire?
This ain't even OSU, but it's got a lot of food on it.
Ninja
Brandon's been wearing a Texas shirt.
Ooh, why?
Lost a bet.
He lost the bet. All right. Well, let's help Cassie look for turkey eggs. Xena gets jealous. Why are you jealous, Z? Huh? Why are you jealous? Just because I pet Sue.
Tesla, where are you hiding your eggs?
Xena, come. So my job is to keep Xena back. I better do my job. Girl, you're a good dog, Xena. Yeah. Well, they're walking this way. We can't look over there, though.
Underneath that hay thing. There's grass that looks like it's been disturbed.
An egg has been found. Duck. Cassie wins the Easter egg hunt for the day.
Xena, want it? I don't know how old it is.
Woo!
Sometimes like those patches of hay, they'll hide it underneath there.
Yeah. Well, if Little Bear finds one, he gets a extra sippy cup of milk tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what else I'd deal with him. Maybe some of those rice
Look at Rowdy.
cake snacks he likes. Oh, Rowdy's fighting. Him and Bama go at it. They're playing. And they enjoy each other.
Huh. Well, turkeys are not like chickens. They do not. You can get a chicken to lay all year, which maybe you can get a turkey to lay all year, but I'm fairly certain they only lay X amount of eggs. That's what they've done for me anyway. So they start about this time and then they go till, I don't know, like September? August, September? I don't know.
Rowdy.
But
They don't lay in the hottest parts. Well, actually they do, don't they?
Yeah, because that's when they try to lay on them. I'm always worried they're gonna die because it's hot. That's when they go broody.
Today's weather is almost perfect except for the wind. It was a little bit cool earlier. All right, Cassie found 2 more duck eggs, no turkey eggs.
Get rid of these weeds.
Here they are.
Died. All those out there I mowed down, but these we didn't. Because we had ducks and turkeys laying on things, so we left them. But we need to get rid of them before they...
The man is awake. He fell asleep earlier, but he's awake. How you feeling, buddy? Still recovering, aren't you? Yeah, not 100% at all. So, was that pretty scary last night? It was. Ransom not able to talk for an hour. That should not happen in this world, ever. You got some rest though? Okay. So I do want to check on Blackberry's calf, but before I do that, I want to give her a chance to eat with the rest of the cattle, just like normal. So I'm not chasing her all over the place and she's not having to run down there and protect her calf. That way she gets the extra protein. And just looking at her quarters, those 3 over there all have had milk out of them. It looks like this one right here may not, so 3 out of 4 ain't bad. The baby's doing its job the way it appears, and everybody else is doing good. Hey girls. So these steers right here are getting mighty good sized. We'll probably have another 6, probably 9 months at least to a year on them, and then they'll be ready for processing. So our very first calf that will be leaving the farm, full blood Highland, will be Mr. Sequoia, and he is a good looking calf. So we might put him on a marketplace or somewhere like that soon, but after that we'll be sending him to auction if you don't sell. And with a specialty auction, an auction isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a pretty good market to see what your cattle are worth. Taking the full farm tour. Yeah, Sequoia's a good looking calf, isn't he? That's a full blood Highland and a full blood registered Highland, so. Yep, he's gonna be sold in the next 2 months. Where's your baby? You hiding him? Bet I can find him. Yep, I see him. So Blackberry has chosen that spot on the other side of the creek to hide the little guy. Hey, I'm just checking on him, Blackberry. Why don't you go over there if you're worried about him? Huh? I don't have any more food. All I have is eggs, and you don't get those, so go on. Go on, Blackberry. You doing okay? Huh? Let's look at your bag again, yeah? Yeah, those other quarters are small, so that calf is drinking plenty of milk and doing good. Blackberry looks like she's all sealed up in the back here and doing good, so it's about all we can ask for. Hey, can you get up and walk, dude? Cassie videoed him earlier walking around. See if I get him a little close for comfort. There. Blackberry, you better go check on him. I might talk to him. So I think Blackberry doesn't think I can cross this creek. What Blackberry doesn't know is I can cross a creek. Hey, baby. So it is a little boy, and he's doing good now. And he's a big calf. You gonna get up and walk? Let's see it. So go on, bud. I'm gonna just put this camera down and massage him a little bit. All right, I got a little massage session with him. Not long, but long enough. You can see he's still kind of favoring the fronts a little bit, but we're gonna give him another day or two. We'll check on him every day. And if for some reason we need to put him up in the lot and work with him more, we will. But right now, he's eating good. He can get up, he can walk. He was all the way up by the house earlier, so once he gets to moving, he can walk pretty good. So that's going to be a wrap on today's video. A whole lot going on. Blackberry is doing good with her little calf. He'll need a name, but our main concern and our main thing we're happy about is Ransom is okay. Anytime you go to the emergency room, it can be scary, but whenever there's breathing issues involved, it's super scary. So I know we're not out of the woods yet as far as being sick. Everybody's still kind of recovering. So if you would say a prayer, we do appreciate it. And don't forget to check out Prime Plus Wagyu. Link is going to be down in the description. We hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.